Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat, or Disney Diva UK. Hope you're all doing well. Right, this is going to be a bit of a slightly different video for me. I'm going to do a get ready with me makeup video, but also I'm going to talk about my plans for 2023. So let's get on. I hope you're all doing well. So yes, I'm off to a nice luncheon with my stepdaughter, so really looking forward to that. I'll list in the descriptions all the makeup that I'm using, and I hope that you like it. Happy New Year to you. I know we're now the 20th, but it's been a while since I've recorded, but I'm now going to be recording twice a week, uploading twice a week for two different things, and that's what I want to explain to you about. Obviously, primarily my channel is Disney related, but I'm now going to do a sort of not another new channel, but I'm going to do two different themes. So one video will be primarily Disney hauls, etc., like I've always been doing, and the second one is my weight loss journey. I want to put it all out there for everybody because I've come to a point now where I'm feeling quite down about myself, and you know, I'm in my early 40s. I'm not getting any younger. Plus also for like health benefits, those who have been following me right from the word go know that I do suffer with neurological condition, which has affected me over the last 7 years physically and mentally. So I have that to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I just want to be able to lead my best life. So I want to share with you my weight loss journey. One, because that will make me accountable. Two, you know, I know people are interested in on how my life and everything is going. So I thought, why not share it with the people who have been really supportive, and also for all my new friends that I make along the way. Yeah, so this is just Makeup Revolution's Candy Floss Primer. I absolutely love it. Luckily, I am blessed with pretty even skin tone. I do have a bit of dryness around my eyebrows, but that's about it, really. Yeah, so I mean, I've always looked after my skin. Those who know my story from years ago, I actually trained as a beauty therapist and was a beauty therapist for some years. So obviously that's always been a big part of me, and I know it sounds stupid, but I've still got that inner therapist inside of me. You know, I've always cared about how I look, and with the weight gain, a lot of it went on as soon as I started medication. I'm on steroid-based medications, and also, like, it's made me have a lot of fluid retention and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I've become less mobile. I'm now in a wheelchair, you know, so my physical self is just not great at all. But, you know, we all know what it's like when depression, anxiety and all that lot hits in. Food is normally the most common thing that people turn to, and, you know, I'm not going to lie, I haven't been perfect, and I've been on a Slimming World journey for like the last 4 years. Slimming World, for those who know in the UK, is a group or an online weight loss lifestyle service. I go to the group every week, every Tuesday, and I have done for the last 4 years. It's a great time out for me. I've made some amazing friends through it, and I just absolutely love my group. I am using the Eyeshadow Spectrum Sculpt foundation brush, number 7. Absolutely love Spectrum brushes. They're the only ones I use. I don't put a lot of foundation on. I just need enough just to tone down the redness and just give me more of an even skin tone. I always apply my makeup with a brush, and then if I need to, I then go over it with a beauty blender. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's a group I go to every week. I started it 4 years ago, and initially, at the start of it, I was doing really, really well. And then COVID hit, and surprisingly, I was still doing quite well in COVID, but then I deteriorated a little bit more, and just, you know, we had sort of family loss, and just generally everything was a bit to say the least. And just so gradually, so since the day I started 4 years ago, I actually ended up, as from the week before last, weighing 9.5 pounds heavier than what I was when I first started. And in time, I've lost 2 stones and put it back on. You know, if I continue my weight loss journey, I would be at target by now. But hey, I'm really going to kick myself up the bum now, because, as I said, I'm not getting any younger. It's only going to get harder. Plus, I've got a lot to look forward to, and I want to be in the best shape I possibly can for that. Sorry if the light has changed. It's decided to go dark and overcast. So yeah. So this isn't easy for me at all to share my weight with the world. But if I don't, then I don't think I'm gonna really sort of, I don't want to shame myself, but I am ashamed of myself, and I can't help feeling like that. And, you know, yes, I'm a good person, and etc., but when you don't feel good about yourself, it's not easy being in my skin every single day of the week, and I need to just start feeling good about myself. So yeah, so as from the week before last, I weighed the heaviest I've ever weighed in my life. I swore I would never get into 300 pounds, and I was at 308 pounds, or in England, which is obviously, and in England we do stones, so that's exactly 22 stone. I've never weighed this so much in my life, and I hate it. So I've decided I need to kick myself up the bum, and I want to share it all with you guys. So I started back on plan 100%. It's called a food optimizing. So as long as you eat your healthy foods, the good thing about this one is you're allowed pasta, you're allowed rice, you're allowed potatoes, you're not deprived of anything. You have something called sins, which you can use every day for your things like your sauces, you know, your treats that you like, crisps, chocolate, you know, none of that is deprived, as long as you don't go for your sin allowance. Obviously you get more, the least sins you have, obviously the better results you have. And obviously there's certain food groups which is called speed food, and, you know, even some things like fruits and vegetables, you know, you eat more of the speed ones, then obviously it results in your weight loss quicker. But Slimmimng World in no way, shape or form is referred to as a diet. It is a lifestyle, so you can still go out and enjoy lunches, meals. It's just basically choose the healthier option. But if you fancy a burger and chips, you don't beat yourself up. You don't think you've blown it. You just get back on it, because at the end of the day, there's 21 meals in a week. And one meal is not going to destroy that. It's if you then think you've blown it and you carry on. So yeah, I absolutely love doing Slimmimng World. I love my group. I love everything about it. It's me that's just basically blown it. And I got to a point where I was in a negative, as I said, of 9.5 pounds from the time I started. And it was getting stupid, because every half a stone you lose in our group, with Slimmimng World, you get a, what do you call it? You get a certificate. Excuse me a moment, whilst I just put my glasses back on. I've got some new makeup brushes by Spectrum, and I haven't got around to using them yet, so I'm trying to remember what one's for what. So bear with me. Yeah, as I said, these are the Eyeshadow Spectrum brushes. And I love them. I mean, I've always used Spectrum brushes, but I treat myself to a new set because absolutely love them. You know, you can't fault them, so I'm now using number 12 concealer brush. There we go. Sorry, it will take me a while to get used to the numbers and what one's what. So yeah, so I started back on as a refresh last Tuesday, not one just gone, the one before. I don't know, what's that, the 11th? And as I said, I weighed 308 pounds. So that was it. I was back on plan 100%. And on the scales this Tuesday, I'd lost 3.5 pounds, which I'm really pleased with because I don't actually remember last time I had a weight loss. Apart from, I mean, this was probably the best Christmas I ever had because I got that virus, so I was really poorly. So I didn't hardly eat. I mean, for the first year ever, I only put on 1 pound, and then the week after I lost that pound, and then I put on 2.5 pounds, and then I lost 3.5. So it's probably the first time I can actually say over the Christmas and New Year period, I've actually lost some weight. Yes, we know we have a nice little look going on here, but bear with me, it does change. Yeah, so that is that. I have a goal of losing 100 pounds at the moment. I'm not going to overwhelm myself with a final weight because it's too overbearing and too daunting. But I want to try, if I can, to lose 100 pounds before November, December time, because we are booking a holiday at long last to Disneyland Paris. And if nothing else, I want to be able to enjoy it to the best. You know, already having the wheelchair's a hindrance, but I don't want to then not be comfortable in myself with not what I can do. And, you know, I want to get into a smaller size clothes, so I'm not limited to, you know, if they don't have any extra large or XL clothing, then I won't feel like I can't get anything at all. So I want to obviously share my journey with you. Alongside that, I have set myself another target as when I get to my first 2 stone weight loss again. You know, I do smoke cigarettes, and I want to get to a point where I'm setting myself a target of once I've lost 2 stone, then I will start the giving up smoking process. You know, for many reasons. 1, for health reasons. 2, for money, because obviously the money that I'm not buying cigarettes with, I can put towards spending at Disney. So as you can understand, that is my main focus now, is for Disney for the first time ever. As I said, you know, I want to enjoy it too. I can't see nothing without my glasses. I'm trying to read. I want to just experience the whole thing. So now using my number 2 brush for my powder. I'm using the Estee Lauder loose powder. You know, I'm a big believer. You can use high-end products. You can use drugstore products. As long as you've got the right tools, then anything is possible. Right, just let myself bake for a minute whilst I do my eyeshadow. So I'm just doing a natural look today. Well, to be honest, I do a natural look most days, but... Right, Revolution eyeshadow palette. don't. Come here. I'm just using the number 17 short shader brush just to choose the light colour there. Just for my all over shadow. The concealer I used was the Bye Bye Under Eye brush, but sorry, concealer, but I also use it as an eyeshadow primer as well, because it really does cancel out. As you saw before, I do have very veiny eyelids, and it just really does cover them up. I find most eyeshadow primers aren't thick enough to truly cancel out. That's in my budget. And it's just little things like this now. Like before, I would never ever hardly put makeup on. You know, if I'm going out for lunch or anything like that. I'm using number 16 shader brush. These are all Sculpt by Spectrum. You know, I'd go out to lunch, no problem with no makeup on, but I just want to start feeling good about myself. And if it means that I just spend half hour just putting a bit of makeup on, I mean, it's not like I don't have copious amounts of it. Especially sort of Disney-based ones. I have all the collection from Makeup Revolutions, and I've just seen today that they've launched a Minnie Mouse one, which I will get. I'm not sure if I will actually get the whole collection, but I will get some of it, because I don't really need any more makeup, but they got some really lovely sort of false nails and bits like that, so I'm definitely going to have a nosy into it. Yeah, I have copious amounts of makeup, and I thought to myself, I'm stupid because I've spent all this money and I should bloody use it. So excuse my language, but I should. And then I'm just going to use the other side and just do a transitional colour. I think I'm going to do, what one am I going to do? I'm going to do, what one am I going to do? I don't know what one I should do. Maybe, yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of a glittery brown colour. So, yeah, that's my journey so far. What I really need to do is get into some form of physical activity. I can walk sort of like for about 5 minutes, and we do have a treadmill, and I do try and do that, but I've got out of the habit over Christmas period, so being so poorly, so I'm going to get my bum in gear and try and do some of that at least every day, because if nothing else, it keeps my left side strong, and because I don't have any use of my right leg, it's dead. It's like carrying a dead weight around. I hate it, but there's not a lot I can do about it. My leg doesn't bend when I walk. My right foot is turned in, so it is in pretty crappy state, but I am hoping that as long as I keep my left side going strong, then that will help me in time. I'm just going back in with the original one and just softening all the edges. Like so. And then I'm just going to take the short shader again, and then I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of silver glitter in there just to highlight it a little bit. So what is everyone else's goal for? Anyone else got any goals for 2023? I just hope everyone gets to achieve what they want to achieve. Yeah, so as for Disney, I'm going to do Disneyland Paris. We were looking at doing Florida, Walt Disney World, but no disrespect for those, but they've had some price increases, and like the goalposts just kept changing, and it just felt like we were never ever going to be able to save the money to get there. And logistically, it is a lot for somebody who's never actually been to a park before. Logistically, being in the UK, Paris makes sense for my first time in a park, because we can easily we're sort of a couple of hours from London, and then we can get the Eurostar over to, and it takes you directly to Disneyland Paris. So for the sake of my husband's sanity and that, it makes sense that we're going to do that. We're going to do a 5-day, Monday to Friday, because what I've been told is, like, because it doesn't have as many parks, I believe it has 2, that you don't need like a length of time. Would you say 5 days is enough for somebody who's never been before? Because I really need some guidance now, because I'm hoping by the end of the month, beginning of next month, we can actually get it booked. I'm basically just recreating what I was meant to do for my 40th, which, like, me and my husband were going to go for my 40th birthday, but then obviously COVID hit, and it sort of obviously got cancelled, and then, as I said, family issues and stuff came up, so I had to completely change everything, and we never had got round to getting the money back together to do it, so we are doing it this year. So I need as much guidance from you guys. If you can advise me on anything you want to. I'd love to know, like, those people who have, you know, some ailments that, like, in a wheelchair, or just like lower mobility. What sort of things do you do sort of to keep yourself strengthened up? That isn't sort of going to work. I can't do swimming because I obviously, as I said, don't have the use of my right leg. So I am really, really interested to know what you guys all think and recommend. If you've got any questions, obviously do shout. As I said, I appreciate you all. This last few months has been amazing. I've really built up my followers, and I just hope I can reach more of you. I've bought the new IRL lip whips from Makeup Revolutions, and I absolutely love them. I would highly recommend them to anybody. Oh, let me put my glasses on because I can't bloody see anything. That's better. That's the only thing about being butt-eyed and no glasses. This one is called, what are you called? Frappuccino. It actually smells like coffee, which is really bizarre, but these are so soft and creamy, and they stay put. I bought 3 colours. I bought burnt cinnamon, I bought the Frappuccino, and then I bought, was it just, this one's just called Nude, I think. Yeah, brand nude. So we're going with the Frappuccino lip liner and the burnt cinnamon for the colour. And they're so soft. and they last for ages on lips. There you go. So this is my first get ready with me. Yeah, so as I said, every week I'm going to share my weight loss journey with you, sort of favourite things I've cooked. You know, if I've lost weight, if I've gained weight, I need to do my measurements because that's something I still haven't done. My first little goal is, I'm a bridesmaid in April. I do have a dress. I can pretty much do it up. There's about like 1.5 inches at the top. I'm hoping that it will do up by April. If not, at least it's a dress I can redesign if I need to. But really looking forward to that. Because it's something nice to look forward to. And, you know, this is the first one I've been to since COVID, and it'll be a bit lovely. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of highlight and a bit of blusher. Yes, I know I do everything else about face, but that's me. Right, so this is just a contour brush. I don't put a lot of highlight on, to be honest, because my glasses pretty much hide it, but I like a little bit of dew. I try and keep my eyes as light as possible, because then that way you can actually see I'm wearing makeup when I've got glasses on. And then my all-time favourite, wherever it's gone, blusher. I'm a blusher girl. I absolutely love this one. It's the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess one. I'm going to just take that and put the glass on so I can see if I'm even. Yes, well, that's about as good as it's going to get. Well, that's a really attractive look. So that's it for me this week, you guys. I hope you have a lovely weekend. And do, as I said, do love, share, subscribe. If you've got any recommendations, please do leave in the comments. And I do reply to comments as soon as I can. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I'll speak to you soon. Love you lots. Bye. Just jumping in on the end here, because I'm actually a few days late posting the video that you've just watched. Thanks for watching. So it is now that I've lost another 1.5 pound this week. So I'm 5 pound down in 2 weeks. I hope you loved the video, and I love you all. As always, comment, share. Look at my tower of eels behind me. That looks like they're going to fall down. Yeah, so as I said, I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Love you lots. Bye.